Hi, guys, and welcome back to Manifest Responsibly. My name is Sharon Downing, and today's topic is sleep, getting a good night's rest. In spite of life storms, in spite of loss of loved ones or relationships, you can achieve a good night's rest. And it is important to do so because you need to be able to function to deal with all of the emotional turmoil that may uh, exist in your life for the short term or even sometimes for the long term, especially after a death of a family member or a loved one or the death of a relationship. So let's talk about sleep. I have a couple of different methods that I use to achieve a good night's sleep. The first thing I want to say is if you're having a difficult night time sleeping, you should always shower before bed, always. Like it needs to be a priority. Secondly, you need to remove all devices from your bedroom, telephones, computers, all of it. It needs to be on the outside of your bedroom door. Thirdly, if you have a television in your bedroom, you need to remove it. Your bedroom is for rest. You need to understand that electronic devices, cause disruptions in the normal resting energy state. It just does, right? And you don't want any distractions while you're trying to rest. So now that we've gotten past that, the shower, the removal of all electronic devices, including a television. Now, just the other day, I was talking with a gentleman, and he said that he uses the television to go to sleep. All right, so this is where we're going to start. My first method is to use a television screen of the mind, right? You know how you're watching TV, it happens to all of us. We start watching a movie, and the next thing we know, the movie is watching us. We fall asleep. And this is what this gentleman was referring to, that the television helps him fall asleep. So, what I want you to do after you've taken your shower and removed all of your devices, including your television, I want you to lie down and close your eyes, and you're just going to take several deep breaths. And then you're going to call forward a movie, an enjoyable movie, nothing with violence, something preferably that's humorous or warm, meaning cozy, loving, something that makes you feel good inside. And you know this movie inside out, and you watch it over and over again. You want to pick a movie like that, and you want to call it forward in your mind's eye, and I want you to watch it from your mind because you know all the scenes, you know all the words, you know all the scenes, you know all the words. And I want you to just watch the scenes, and I assure you within minutes you will fall asleep. You have just used the television of your mind to help you fall asleep, okay? Now that's the first method. And now keep in mind, this is practice. This is a practice, and it may take you a couple of weeks to a month to become proficient at it, but you want to stick with it. You want to stick with it, okay? It's really important to be consistent and stick with this, and eventually you will get there. Some people, the very first night, and it's success. Other people, it takes some time because they have a lot of chatter and noise in their mind, and it keeps cropping back in, right? But this watching television from your mind's eye is a brilliant way to fall asleep, okay? Just remember, nothing violent. It must be either humorous or loving, right? Very warm and cozy. Now, the second is um, changing your perspective on not being able to sleep. So again, you're going to apply all the things from the first method, which is to take a shower, remove all the devices, including the television, the deep breathing, But then this is called my lullaby method. And this is where you lie there instead of thinking, oh my God, I can't sleep. I need to get up in 5 hours. I need to get up in 6 hours. You know how when your alarm goes off or you have to get up and you're thinking, oh man, I would love to be able to lie here for another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or not get up at all. You know how that feels? You're like, oh, it would feel so good to just lie here. So the lullaby method changes your perspective from I can't sleep to, oh man, this is so nice. I can just lie here all night and not have to move. I have hours to just bask in relaxing in this space and not having to move, right? I just want you to lullaby like you're rocking a child to sleep, right? Lullaby yourself with those words. Now, yes, in the beginning, things will creep back in and let those thoughts come in and then immediately go right back to your lullaby. So, because you've been going without sleep so long, you've been having a difficult time for so long, that it's natural for those thoughts to come back in. Oh man, I have to get up in 6 hours and I can't sleep. Let that in and then go right back to the lullaby. Change the channel. Oh man, it feels so good. It feels so good to just lie here. I have hours to just lie here. Now, what you're doing is relaxing into the truth. The truth is, you do have hours to just lie there and be still and be calm and relax and relax and relax. And eventually, you will fall asleep and you will wake up feeling refreshed because you have allowed your body to be comfortable, to fall into a rested state, and you have eliminated the anxiety, or you have transitioned the feeling of anxiety into a feeling of comfort and relaxation, right? Now, my third and final method is all of the first things: taking a shower, removing all of the devices, including the television. And now you're going to lie down and you're going to deep breathe. You're going to close your eyes and you're just going to deep breathe. And in your mind, you're going to only count to 2 and then go back to 1. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? You're just going to breathe deeply into the count. And again, your body is going to relax into sleep. Now, I want you to try these 3 methods and come back and tell me how they work out for you. And it is a practice, and it's something that you have to be persistent and intentional with. Now, for those of you who say, I need my telephone, what if something happens? Well, for most of us, if something happened, you can't unhappen it. I'll say it again. When something happens, you can't unhappen it. And a big part of nighttime anxiety is the fact that you are concerned about something happening. Am I going to get a nighttime phone call? Am I going to get a surprise in the middle of the night? That in itself creates anxiety. Just having the phone there. Now, I've removed my telephone and devices from my bedroom almost 20 years ago, right? I used to have the telephone right on the nightstand, and the television in the bedroom and the computer in the bedroom, all the stuff, all the things. And I would get nighttime calls, and I had to do something about it in order to achieve a good night's rest. And with all you guys know, if you visit my channel and watch my videos, you guys know that I've suffered loss. You know, most recently, my son and my mom passed away. And yes, I am grieving. Everyone does. But one thing I get is my rest, and it has been intentional. And I have learned how to make sure that when I sleep, I rest and I am rejuvenated. And it is important for you to do the same. And there are very few people that actually need medication to sleep. Most of us just need to do the work. So please comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you've tried. Let me know. Come back in a week. Try this just for 1 week and come back and let me know. And if a week isn't enough, stay with it. I know initially it took me about 2 weeks, to become proficient, right? Now, if you're waking up, there's one other thing. If you're waking up in the middle of the night, you could just be hungry or thirsty. It could be that simple. Years ago, I started waking up in the middle of the night. This was probably about 15 years ago. And I'm like, why in the world am I waking up in the middle of the night? And that was unusual because it just started happening. And long story short, I changed our meal time, where we used to eat dinner at like 5 or 6, and then I started cooking dinner at 2 to eat earlier. So from say 2:30, 3 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the morning, that's 12 hours, and my stomach was growling. So I decided, and this was before I said, well, why am I hungry? I just said, well, I'm going to take notice. I'm going to just scan my body when I wake up to see if I'm in any pain, what may be going on with my body. And sure enough, in the dead of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, my stomach is growling, literally. And then I said, why am I hungry? And then let's backpedal. I changed our meal time. I changed our dinner time. And so I had to have a little snack, like an apple or some crackers right before bed. Nothing major, just a little snack, and problem solved. And that was it. So it was a simple solution. So sometimes you have to assess, what is happening if you're waking up in the middle of the night. Just listen to your body. Are you in any pain? Are you hungry? What's going on? Listen, I'm going to end here, and I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos and to visit my channel. Again, I'm Sharon Downing, and it's just the Sharon in me. It is just the Sharon in me coming to you, being authentic, just talking about the things that I feel that matter, just on a regular basis, not on a day-to-day. I create my videos when the Spirit hits me. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. And I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.